here we see, the role of the media. Again, how much time are we in the media spending on focusing on these bigger questions? And again, the fascination with statistics that Peter mentioned is by extension an obsession with polls. The way that journalists obsess with polling numbers is really, to me, tragic. First of all, because polls are by definition such an incomplete view of reality, of what, I don't mean just the head-to-head polls, which create this, what became at the end of the election a completely artificial perception that you really had a race. But also the fact that you have, like, when you ask people, first of all, who answers polls? It's just like, I think it's a very small and completely unrepresentative minority of bored and lonely Americans who have nothing better to do at dinner when they're interrupted than talk to strangers for no money. So why do we care what they think? And it's always the most short-term view of everything. Because whenever a crisis erupts, that's when you discover how people had no idea. Remember, after 9/11, they looked at the polls before 9/11, and only like a tiny percentage of 1% had considered terrorism a problem. Because people are just surviving. They're trying to lead their lives every day, and that's where leadership needs to come in. Instead, now we have basically leaders following the polls, except when it comes to issues like Afghanistan or the war on drugs, where again there is a new consensus around the war on drugs against the criminalization of drugs and the filling of our jails with nonviolent drug offenders, but politicians don't have the guts of either party to take on this issue. And just one more thing here, which is that the media have a big responsibility because they continue to see this issue